Hi everybody, I'm back with another dirty pour. This time, instead of doing the dirty pour on the wine glasses, like we did before, we're going to do the dirty pour on regular drinking glass. And today, we're going to use the colors black, green, gray, and white. So, let's go ahead and get them in the cup and get them started. I've never done these before. This is my first time. So
you normally do what type of glasses?
I normally do wine glasses, shot glasses, stemmed wine glasses, beer steins. Never done just a regular plain drinking glass like this before. So
are you just pouring the colors in randomly right now? Or did you want to set it up a certain way or what?
Nope, this is just a random pour of colors.
Doesn't matter exactly where the paint lands, if it lands in the middle of the other color or what, right?
No, it doesn't. And you can, like I said on the other videos, on my earlier videos, you can swirl the paint around in the glass if you want to. I'm going to choose not to do that today. I'm just going to choose to do a pour and see how it comes out.
All right.
So let's go.
Ooh. Hey, I like that little green stripe coming out there.
And I'm trying to get as much of this as I can. Pour it out before I start actually. Yeah, there we go. And then again, like always, I take my trusty popsicle stick and I come across the top. We're going to let that drip for a minute, and while we're letting that drip, I'm going to go ahead and start preparing the cup for the next one. I'm going to put some gray in here first. We're going to add some black. We're going to add some green. And we're going to add a bit of white. And then we're going to pour on the next glass. So here goes. And I always, when I pour, I always do the little extra movement of the cup as I'm pouring like this, because it gives it the little ripples and the little dimensions that you see in it. Okay, and we're gonna do our swirl across the top.
And as you guys are probably noticing, I mean, even if you use the exact same colors, you're never going to be able to duplicate the exact same pattern. So you really are getting a truly custom design every time you pour one of these glasses. Wow. I like that. It looks kind of funky up on the top. Psychedelic. That's gonna be awesome when that all starts pouring down. So at this point, you know, for those who are trying to start doing these dirty pours like you, at this point right now, is it just a waiting game, or?
At this point, I'm gonna let them drip as much as they can down the glass so I can see exactly where I need to put in fillers. And then I'll go in and I'll put in the fillers, like this area right here. It doesn't look like any more paint is gonna pour down this way. Over here, all the little areas that you see that are open down around here.
Mm-hmm. Those are the areas where you'll go back in a couple minutes and help it out, give it a little bit more paint.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Which will also give your glass a little bit of a different look. It's not going to look like the regular dirty pour where everything just goes down. When you get to blending the colors and you're going in and filling in spaces, it gives it a little bit of character, because it doesn't necessarily mean that the colors are going to be exactly the way they are on the glass, the way they're going down now. So, with that being said.
And hey, I'm noticing, what's that over there on your sleeve? Is that a little CQD on the sleeve there?
Yeah.
Custom Queen Design? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Got the Converse All-Star.
All right.
Boom.
Doing those custom tees too?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit more of this in here. Oh, nice. So this one over here started moving down a little bit more for me, and that's good. I am a person that does not like to waste paint, so.
Scraping every last little bit out, huh?
Yep, and I'm still not done. Because I'm going to come back and get some more. Now this go round, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just a bit, just a little swirl. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift, and I'm going to come to the sides of the glasses where I see.
At those spots where it looks like some paint needs to fall down in there, right?
Yes.
So basically it's just a matter of you do your initial pour, you let gravity do its thing for a few moments. You'll see that there'll be some spaces kind of like these that'll need a little bit more help to fill in. So you just go get a little bit more paint and then do what they're watching you do right now. Is that it?
Yep. And some people don't like the way this looks, but in my opinion, it adds character. It gives it a totally different look. And once you epoxy it, it looks even better.
Yeah, that's when it really, that epoxy just... Whew.
Try to get some of this moving down on this side. And a little bit on this side. This is looking kind of cool over here. Let's see if I can.
I'll come to you.
And since they're all the same colors, it doesn't hurt to go to the next glass and do the same thing.
All right.
I'm kind of liking how this one is turning out better than I am how this one's turning out, though.
I like them both. And, you know, it's very important to stress turning out, because these ain't done just yet. Even when they're completely covered, this paint is wet, so it's going to keep moving. So don't be surprised when you do this, guys, if it's You know, once it gets covered, it looks a certain way, and then, you know, you walk by maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours later, and then it's looking a different way. You know, that's, to me, that's part of the awesomeness of this.
Do I have a lot of spots over there open?
Yeah. Like some, you got 2 big ones over here on this side of this glass.
How many big ones on the other one?
Not really big ones, but you do got a couple of slim ones on the other one. All right, so she's gonna keep on just filling in, guys, and just for the sake of you all that have to sit here and watch this stuff, I know it can get tedious and boring. We're just gonna skip ahead just a couple of moments to when the cup is completely covered. All right, guys, thanks for being patient and hanging out with us. Camera's been on pause for about 20 minutes or so. You know, she's been with that stick trying to fill in some holes. She did mix up a little bit more paint, pour down the sides a little bit more. But in, you know, taking these same steps, you know, this is how it can, you know, turn out. Just depending on the colors they choose, right, babe?
Yep. Absolutely. And this isn't even the final product. It's still dripping.
Exactly. Remember, this paint is going to take as much paint as you use, probably like what, about 3 days to dry completely?
Yeah, I give it 2 to 3 days to get completely dry. Just a tip, while they're drying, I know that you'll be tempted to touch them. Don't touch the top. The outside part will dry up probably in a day. But if you touch the top, it's still going to be wet because that's where the paint's the thickest. So if you touch that, you're gonna ruin the bottom half of your glass. And that's part of the thing that's so pretty about it, is you can turn the glass over and look at it and see all the pretty designs that are on the bottom. So I think they're gorgeous.
So do I. And you think you'll probably follow up with these, like when you get ready to epoxy them?
Yes,
follow
definitely.
up and yeah. So she'll definitely let you guys get a look at the finished product. You know, when the paint is all dry, not the finished product, but the semi-finished product. When the paint is all dry, you know, I'll record her doing the epoxy for you guys. You know, so.
And the question is to add glitter or not to add glitter? That's the question. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. And if I get enough people saying add glitter, I'll make it happen.
All right. So subscribe to her channel, The Custom Queen by Candians. You know, custom wine tumblers, stemless wine tumblers, glasses, drinking glasses now, shot glasses, trays, t-shirts,
beer steins,
the
whole works.
Yeah.
If you can customize it, I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sneakers. Yep. So, yeah, just please make sure that, you know, you subscribe to us. And if you guys decide to attempt this, you know, any attempts that you guys have, you know, leave a picture in the comments if you're able to, or you'll be able to find her email address there on the channel, and you can send a picture of how it came out for you.
Or you can go to my Facebook page, which is Candiance Duncan, CANDIENCE, Duncan, DUNCAN. Or you can hit my Instagram, which is at Mrs. Duncan Forever.
And what about your Twitter? Do you have one?
No.
Well, there'll be a Twitter. The address will be there on the channel. Thanks for watching, you guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.